Hi, I'm Ella.
And I'm Misty, also known as Mom.
And welcome back to Cooking with Masterbooks.
So you probably realized that this one grew up a little bit since our last video. And we've kind of done that because the way we run our YouTube channel, when the kids don't want to do it, we take a break. I'm not going to push them to do things that they don't want to do. So we took a break and we're back and we're going to finish out the series.
It was an awful long break.
It was a fun break though. Remember what we did in September?
Oh yeah, we went to California.
Yep. We actually hopped in the van and drove all the way to California and drove back and got to eat some of the food from some of the states that we've been cooking through. So that was fun. A real Chicago dog. All kinds of fun food.
Yeah.
So we're ready to finish out. So what state are we in?
We are in Wisconsin.
And what are we making?
Fried cheese curds.
Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder in the bowl.
Yes.
Not on the floor. Not in the air. In the bowl. Scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
That might be a little too much.
That's good. Alright. Next.
Next is in process.
We add in a cup of flour. And then 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely. A little less than 1/2 teaspoon. Let's try that again. Okay.
Yay.
I'll take this.
Remember to clean your workstation.
Okay, so now grab a fork and mix it all up.
Now. So. Beautiful.
Okay, now make kind of a hole in the middle so we can put our wet ingredients. Alright, so now eggs. We need 2 eggs.
And remember our chickens. They have also grown quite a bit. And they're laying eggs. This one's the blue one. Okay.
So because we have chickens, we want to crack the eggs in a separate bowl, check to make sure it's good, and then we'll put it in. And our chickens like calcium, so they have strong eggs.
Hang on.
There you
Technical
go.
difficulties. I dropped a bit of yolk
That's
off the
okay.
stove.
That's okay.
Messes everywhere.
Mess is part of the fun. How's it look? Looks good. Wrap it in. See how dark and yellow that is?
Yeah.
Almost orange.
If I dropped it in front of the camera, I would have laughed.
That would be funny. We would put it in the bloopers. Spoiler, there will be bloopers. Now biscuits. The fun thing is we can tell which chicken has laid which egg. That's okay.
Cracked inward a little bit.
Here, I'll take the mess. Looks good. Now we're in. Now we're gonna take a couple of seconds and wash our hands because chicken. Now that our hands are clean, we're gonna add 1/2 cup of milk. Also cleaned up all the salt because
Yeah.
Okay, now we're gonna stir it all up.
It's like we're making some kind of weird scrambled egg concoction.
Pancake, not scrambled egg.
fine.
I just cleaned it.
I'm feeling messy today. This is gonna take some time.
Alright, well, we'll be back while we're mixing this up.
We're back. You're gonna have a little bit of flour on the sides, but that's okay. And you want your batter to look like this.
So basically kind of like pancake batter.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we need to put some oil in here, and you want to fill it up enough to where your cheese curds will sink down and be able to float back up when they're ready. Now, when you're ready to throw out the oil after you've used it, don't put it down the sink. Please put it in, you can put it back in the plastic bottle and then throw it away. That's the best way to do it. So we're gonna heat this up and then we'll dip in our cheese curds and put them in here. And I'm gonna help with that because it's hot and you could burn yourself, and it could also pop back oil. So we're gonna be extra cautious. So I'm going to turn this to high and wait for that to heat up. Now the way to tell if your oil is ready is just to get a tiny bit of your batter and just drop it in there. And you'll see it bubbling when it's ready.
Okay, now we're going to test out the oil.
So take just a little bit, right? And drop it down in there. And that sank to the bottom, so it's not ready. So give it a few more minutes. For this next part, you want to get a plate with a paper towel in it. You also want to get a separate paper towel, and if you have a mesh strainer or something that you can scoop the cheese curds out with, that'll help. But we're going to use this thing on top of a paper towel.
You can also just use a spoon.
Just make sure it's a slotted spoon so the oil drips through it and it doesn't, you don't scoop out a whole bunch of oil. Okay, it's starting to bubble, so we're ready. So grab your cheese curds. Just pop them in there. You can put a few at a time in the batter, as long as you got room to roll it around. Show them what a cheese curd looks like.
It's just a little hunk of cheese.
We got these at Aldi. I'll throw a few more in here. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Set this back here. Alright, so we're going to take, we got 2 forks. So you can roll them around, but then we're going to take it, and I'm going to do this part because I don't want it to snap back on you and burn you. Ready? Drip, drip, come on, finish dribbling. Okay, drop it in. Right, and get you some more. Roll them around a little bit. This a little bit closer. And we'll try it since it didn't pop back. You can just drop it in there real quick. Okay. Say about 2 more. Okay. What's going to happen is they're going to go straight to the bottom at first, but then they're going to bounce back up to the top. And just keep watching them. Kind of poke on them a little bit, spin them around. Once they get golden brown, you'll take them out and put them on the paper towel. Got it? So it's starting to splatter. This is our splatter guard. If you don't have one, I highly recommend them. That way you can cover it and it won't pop back up on you. kind of popping open a little bit. The cheese is coming out. Scoop out, before we do the next batch, I'm going to scoop out these little leftover bits because we don't want them to burn, because that'll change the flavor of the oil. Alright. But I'm going to put them on the paper towel. Okay, now I'm going to get you a close-up. Discovered you don't want them in there too long because they might explode as the cheese melts. Ah, there it goes. All right. So, splash guard. There we go. Yay. All right. So we started on high to bring the oil to temperature. And now we've got it on medium heat. Alright, back up. Woo! Now turning it to low. That sound is one of them just popped open and the cheese just went everywhere inside the pot. So these can be very dangerous to make. So be careful, please.
Yeah, this is our most dangerous video yet.
Alright, back up.
Yeah, definitely getting adult. 100%.
But guess what? We're not hiding the fact that this is what happens when you fry things. So, kids, be careful.
Oh, the oil's all brown now.
The oil is brown because the cheese exploded inside one.
Those cheese curds look really good.
Now, if you have a deep fryer, that would be ideal because then you can drop in stuff in the basket. But we don't have one because we're not really big on a lot of fried food. Alright, ready?
I gotta be ready.
Thank you. Okay, now stand over here, pick up the splash guard. You ready?
It's like
slide this a little bit closer.
It's like a fly.
1, try. 2, we'll do 3, 4. Now cover it up. There we go.
Yes, it didn't have time to pop on us. Yay.
Well, it's not as bad now that we turn the heat down. As long as they don't pop open, we're okay.
Feeling stuff smell.
Back up. I'm gonna roll them around a little bit so they cook evenly. It's as low as the temperature goes. So. Alright, back.
Cheese.
It's okay, that just made you taste good.
We have finished the cheese curds and we are ready to try them.
Okay. Try this. Ready? Cheers. Want to show them the inside? What do you think?
I think it's good.
Pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna eat this whole bowl.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when every video uploads. Bye!
Bye!